Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the ShElite Showcase. I am your hostess with the mostest, the shaman of ShElite, Miss Katie Kinsey Bay.
Baby. Quick
Hey.
question. Are you no longer the Pornhub puppy or was
So Vince and I are in a competition for Pornhub Poppy right now.
okay.
So
So
whoever has the most shows, like, on Smackin' It Raw, like, whoever's been on the most by the end of the year, is deemed Pornhub Poppy.
okay, I get you. Alright.
So I'm not gonna
I'm
call
rooting for
myself it
you.
yet until I win,
Alright.
because I'm
We'll,
gonna
we'll
win.
just have to wait and see.
Yeah, so it's okay. He's only ahead by one, so
Oh, okay.
and
Oh
it's
my god.
only March, so I got time.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
time.
Plenty of time.
And join with me, of course, my lovely co-host, the Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire breathing, the Rhodes family eating, the spice of life, the sassiest senorita that I know, the Hangman Adam Page to my Adam Cole, Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah. How are you?
Could be better, but honestly that's life, so what you gonna do?
That's literally life this week.
Yeah. Literally, it was a long day. I'm like, this is the only thing I was looking forward to.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah,
it's
this is like, I got something to do today. So and then I got something to do tomorrow, but I'll elaborate more at the end of the recording. Yeah.
yeah, so people will just look forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, there's we'll just jump straight into it. There wasn't a whole lot of like news or rumors,
It was a bit of a quiet week in WrestleLand.
which is weird. Well, I mean, shit that happened last night sparked some debate, so we'll talk about that last. Um,
Okay.
so something that we didn't talk about last week. Tony Storm started her OnlyFans, and she's making bank on it, and people are mad. Stop telling
Why?
women what they should and shouldn't do with their bodies. That's all I gotta say about that. She's making money. She's taking these pictures herself and or with her fiance. Who the fuck cares?
I'm gonna say, I'm like, sounds like these people are jealous that they can't make bank doing that.
I mean, people 100% are. Like, people don't. People. How do I phrase this? Specifically, men like to tell women what they can and can't do with their bodies, and they feel threatened when women can express themselves like that. Like, just stop. Just be like, yo,
Like,
you
how?
did
Like,
it.
I'm sorry. Why are you personally offended? Like, I'm so sorry that your feelings are hurt for some reason.
Like, get your ass. Like, I don't care. I'm happy for her. Like, I'm.
I'm like, you do what you want, you know? Like, it's not like she's being forced to do OnlyFans. I feel like that would be a different case, if she was being forced to do it.
Yeah,
No,
like,
this is
this
her
is on
choice. She
her own
wanted to do
accord.
this.
Kevin, hi, Kevin.
Oh my.
I'm mad at Tony Storm, but only because I know I could make more money on OnlyFans. Well, I mean, when you look like one half of the Viking Raiders, I feel like you can make some money.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know though. I don't look like one of the Viking Raiders, so who am I? Who am I to judge? But yeah, so that was like a big thing. You got a haircut. I mean, you still got the beard, so it's okay.
It's not as long though.
Yeah, but he'll grow it. You at one particular point in time, you did look like one of the Viking Raiders. I can't remember which one. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, so like that was something I didn't get to talk about last week, and I completely forgot it even happened. And then let's see. Cody signed with WWE. Like that's like 98, 99% official.
Like, and guess what? I don't care.
I swear to God, he's gonna show up in Pittsburgh on Monday, and I'm gonna be mad. If he shows up before Mania, I'm gonna be
I'm
pissed.
sorry.
I just want him to show up at Mania. Like,
Oh,
I
I
don't
thought
want
you
to be
meant like the
there.
fact that his presence was gonna piss you off. Like, why when I was like, your thought was like, why when I went to Raw
Well,
when
I
he
mean,
shows up. But
that's also true. But I mean, it is the Raw before Mania, so like, who the fuck knows what's gonna happen?
well, Seth Rollins said on Monday Night Raw, I'm like,
And that's
he's
what
not.
makes me think that some shit's gonna go down with Mr. Smoke and Mirrors himself, Cody Rhodes. Which, I mean, I know him and Seth would put on a banger, so I can't be mad. But like,
I'm just like, these are, I guess, again, like, because people are making it seem like the WWE universe, like, who go to watch Raw are exclusively WWE fans, which I know is 100% not true. I know a lot of these people, if like, if AEW was, in that city, that same city that Raw was at, there would be the same fans. You know what I'm saying? Like the same fans go to different shows. So I don't know why people are making it seem like WWE fans, like, or at least people are more excited and looking forward to Cody Rhodes showing up now that WWE's gonna go sign with or he already did sign with the WWE. Like these are the same people who like hated his guts in AEW. But I'm like,
listen. The past like 2 weeks, maybe more, anytime Seth has appeared on screen, especially like backstage, what chant do you hear? You hear the Cody chant. You hear it loud.
Yeah.
So like people,
maybe just because they wanted him away from,
I guess.
Maybe people just wanted him away from AEW because they kind of saw what we've been seeing, or at least what I've been seeing, which is why I never really couldn't get on the Cody fan bandwagon, because I was like even like before AEW, like in his New Japan and Ring of Honor days, I was just like, like he's a good wrestler, but I was like, I just couldn't get behind him. Like I've always felt like there was like this tension between like him and Kenny, like all the time. I think he tried to like be what Kenny was in Japan, and obviously failed miserably, because with Kenny Omega in New Japan is something else. Like you're not gonna take that spotlight away from him.
I think it's more so Cody wanted to break away from the WWE. Like he was synonymous with that name with WWE. He chose to leave. Whatever happened with him leaving, he left. He left the company. He said all these things in multiple interviews and multiple things saying, I'm not going to go back there. I can't go back there. Was that all publicity? Who knows? Was that the truth at the time? Possibly. I mean, the amount of shots he's taken at WWE and vice versa.
The whole throne breaker thing, like it all started at the first event, Double or Nothing 2019.
So, I mean, sometimes, listen, you just gotta go where the money goes at this point. If he can make bank, or if he's making the same amount, or if he can just have whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know it reminds me of this meme I saw. It reminds me of this meme I saw that someone made on Reddit. And it shows like Cody, it shows like this kid riding a bike, and it shows like, of course, Cody's freaking head is photoshopped onto it. And it says like, books himself to never be able to challenge for the AEW world title. It says like it shows like the kid falling over. It says refusing to turn heel, and then it shows the kid in pain, like crying, and it says wonders why Tony Khan doesn't pay him the same salary as like CM Punk and Bryan Danielson, like $3 million. I'm like, dude, like you don't want to turn heel. You booked yourself to never win the AEW championship, and there was that whole loophole thing, like, when he got Cody Rhodes back, he got his name back. People were like, he could use that as a loophole, never did, and that was, and then again, he was trying to go take things in a different direction. Like I think it was Kenny who said in an interview that like Cody wanted to make this a war against the WWE and the rest of the elite, the actual elite, because fuck Cody, isn't it? Just like Sasha Banks is never face, Cody was never in the elite, okay? They didn't want to go in that direction. They just wanted to do something on their own, and obviously there was different, they're on a different page, and obviously we know where that has gone now.
So I think at this point, whatever Cody does, it's going to make some kind of impact, because the talk about him has been for months at this point about what he's going to do and where he's going to go. So, like I said, if he challenges Seth Rollins at Mania, they're going to have a banger match. And it's Seth Rollins. Like, Seth can pull a good match out of basically anybody at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued to see what happens and what they do. I'm not going to say I hate it yet. I mean, Cody Rhodes just is whatever. But we'll see. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt this time, which is rare for me.
Right.
I'm not even going to say, I'm not going to say, let it play out. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say I'm intrigued to see where this goes. I'll leave it at that. DDT partners with AEW. Now, you probably know way more about this shit than I do.
Not as much as New Japan. I've seen briefly of it, and it was mostly some of Kenny's really old matches and some of Kota Ibushi's old matches.
Yeah.
I know some people are not too excited. They're like, really? Because I know there was a lot of comedic matches, like the whole, like with the doll,
Yeah,
like
I
there was
saw
a
that
match with Kota with the doll, and like Kenny with the doll. So I know people are like, really, this is what you're bringing to AEW? But I'm like, look, dolls aside and comedic matches aside, DDT has some damn good matches. You need to just go and watch them. And, when some other talent comes to AEW or vice versa, you'll see for yourself that, hey.
I mean, also, you gotta think, like, comedic matches are okay sometimes.
Depends on how you do it. Like, I mean, for example, like, I guess, because it wasn't, I guess there's a difference between, like, comedic matches and, like, gimmick matches, because, like, gimmick match, being the Stadium Stampede, like, was that supposed to be a comedic match? I don't think so. I remember first hearing it, I'm like, that sounds ridiculous, that sounds stupid, but then, of course, they proved me wrong, and I said, I'm sorry, AEW, because, again, I thought it was ridiculous. So I thought that was really good, but then, for example, another example, Mimosa Mayhem match, pretty ridiculous. I love Jericho to pieces. I love him with all my heart, but I was like, what the hell am I watching? I'm like, and I was at a lake house during that pay-per-view, so I was tired, so tired, and I was like, just watching this, I'm like, I'm watching two dudes trying to throw each other into OJ and champagne. That is my life.
No, that is the gist of that match.
So, again, depending on how you go about it, comedic matches could be pretty funny, can be good, could be entertaining.
Kevin said comedic matches are good all the time. Live, laugh, love. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that partnership. Who it brings over, if it brings anybody over, knowing AEW with the recent partnerships, the person in the partnership tends to get screwed, i.e. Impact.
Right.
So we'll see. I mean, they didn't make it like a super big deal. I just saw it on Twitter. And then Christopher Daniels was talking about it in said Twitter clip. So, that's the only reason I even knew it happened. I feel like it didn't blow up the way it would have if it was, another company, I guess. When Tony bought Ring of Honor. If he didn't say it on TV, I feel like it would have been, it had a bigger impact, is what I'm saying.
Now that you brought up Tony, I'm surprised he didn't make an announcement on Dynamite or something. Because he loves making announcements.
He probably saw everyone being like, shut the fuck up with your goddamn announcements. We get it, you're announcing you have an announcement, but bro, stop.
I know. People are saying, oh my god, Tony has now. People are making memes saying, Tony Khan's announcement is that he has an announcement next week.
Literally, that's what it ends up being.
Come on now.
That's what it ends up being 99% of the time. Tony, baby, bumps, wrong ones, not these kind. No, stop. And the last piece of news and rumors that I have, at least, Vickie Guerrero's racist. Who would have thought?
That was are you basing this off of what happened last night?
Oh, 1,000% basing it off of
that is the most ironic thing I've ever seen. Because her late husband is from El Paso, Texas, and she's here talking about Thunder Rosa going back to Mexico. I'm like, excuse me? Well, I was low-key offended. I was like, what?
I mean, let's look at the facts here. Vickie was for building the wall. Vickie...
So basically, this is Vickie is racist. She just confirmed it on live television.
Oh, 1,000%.
I cannot believe she said that. I was like, wow. And I'm surprised they let that shit pass. Or maybe they didn't. I don't know.
It pisses me off for a multitude of reasons. One, that's how you start week 1 of Thunder Rosa's championship reign, with her barely being able to say a word, and Vickie just screaming in the mic. Bullshit. Stop. Get that out of here.
And Britt, nothing against Britt, again, I love the Doc. Don't get me wrong, I fucks with the Doc. But she got a whole, celebration with Tony Schiavone when she won.
Yeah.
Which was, actually interrupted by Nyla Rose, but...
It's almost like AEW is racist and, don't do well with diversity. Almost like everything Big Swole has said from the jump. It's weird. It's crazy. Wow, it's
just
like
why
people
would
should
you
have
be
listened
okay?
to her instead of just.
I'm sorry, but like, why would you
bitch.
be okay with, even if it's like it's for heel heat? Why the hell would you say that? Like, I'm sorry, but you're also from a white part of they were in a white side of Texas. They were in Austin, Texas. So a lot of people were probably like, hell yeah, I agree. Like, someone finally speaking what we're thinking, and I'm like, no, like that's not right. That's wrong.
Listen.
You cannot be guerrero and be racist against Hispanics / Mexicans.
Bro, look at Chavo from like early 2000s when he was Kerwin White. Y'all, it was written on the wall. Like, this shit's bananas. So that's we talked about it last week with like LGBTQIA plus. We support that. We do not support racism here. So Vickie, no. Boo.
You just got on the shit list. Again, I was like, what the? I was so like taken aback. I was like, I'm like, again, I've been told shit like this on Twitter. Obviously, Twitter's a toxic scum pool, so what do you expect from Twitter? Shit like that. But on live television in front of people watching around the world, like, what is happening? And then I know people were talking about, I saw a Reddit thread. I've been going on Reddit a lot. I think that's like my Twitter because I think it's a little safer, but even then, some people can be kind of rude there.
Yeah.
But people were talking about, a Reddit poster posted their thoughts about Tony Khan booking the women's division, and I know they were saying like, they should have like Kenny Omega, and like, wrestlers with experience like Serena Deeb, help like being in charge and stuff. Like, I know like a lot of the stuff that people really liked with the women's division, Kenny Omega was behind that. But then, of course, with that alleged heat between the Elite and Cody, made them lose all their booking creative power as EVPs. They're basically no longer, like, I guess, I don't know what they work on. I know Nick focuses on being the Elite, but I'm like, you were doing that shit before AEW, so like, that's not even an EVP position.
Yeah.
And I know Kenny does AEW games. I don't know what the hell Matt does. Maybe merchandise with Dana. I don't know. But I was like, they completely lost, I guess, the whole purpose of being an EVP, basically. And I honestly think that, like, Ken, especially with the time he's taking off to recover, let him work with the women. Let him help them out, backstage and stuff. Especially while he's not on TV.
I mean, they need something because their women division's fucking.
Well, because again, that match with Layla Hirsch and Red Velvet, not only did we just see on Friday, but like it was like subpar. It was all right. I wouldn't watch it again. It was a potty break match. I would go get some food during that match. It was the only women's match, and then the only other time we saw women was when Thunder Rosa was being freaking belittled by Vickie Guerrero. That was the only other time we saw women on our screen.
Yeah, so good job, AEW. You're fucking up. Worse than usual.
Yeah, like, fix the women's division, please. It's 2022. You gotta do better than that.
Fix the company.
That is the one thing they could have done right with this Impact AEW crossover.
Brought the women over.
Exactly, like Deonna Purrazzo, I know
Jordan the Iconics Grace, Chelsea Green, Mickey
The inspiration came a little later, but like they could have still come over. With Jamie Hayter and like Britt Baker, or like Britt Baker and Reba, like they could have come in as like a tag team, and done a couple of badass tag matches. You could have brought so many women, and vice versa. Maybe have some women go to, Impact. I know Britt's, I'm pretty sure, still wants her match with Deonna Purrazzo. Who knows? Maybe she'll challenge her for like the Reina de Reinas title. Who knows?
Maybe. But I don't know. Their multiverse of madness or whatever the hell, Impact's next card those matches look crazy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that would have been the perfect, like, time to, like, perfect thing to do for the crossover. Because, again, we talked about this on Banner Slammer, that Impact probably has the best women's division.
Yeah, they do.
And, like, they were the ones who really started the women's revolution, Impact Wrestling. I know we say nobody watches Impact, but, hell, we can give credit where credit is due, and Impact knows how to book a women's division.
Yeah, shout out to Scott D'Amore, because he actually knows what the fuck he's doing over there. I mean, that's all I had for news and rumors. Do you have anything?
Yeah, actually, I have a rumor. I'm gonna pull up the actual, it's not even a tweet, it's a fucking bio, but, at some point, I don't even know if it was today or yesterday, because the Bucks like to change their bio, like, more than John Cena changes, like, shirt colors, so I don't know when exactly this bio was made, but it was recently, so they said, yes, we're coming to Mexico on April 30th, they're gonna be at the Triple Mania, pay-per-view that's gonna happen on April 30th. So they said, also, yes, we plan on bringing the AAA tag team titles with us. And lastly, yes, we're aware of who currently has them. So I'm pretty sure they just basically teased and or confirmed Young Bucks versus FTR2, which, yes, please. Their match at Full Gear was amazing. Take those titles off of FTR. They did absolutely nothing with them. You know, I know they started off something with like Santana and Ortiz because, you know, they're the AAA championships, you know, or the AAA champion tag titles. So I thought they were going to go somewhere with there. I thought Santana and Ortiz were going to be the ones to dethrone them. But I think it would be so cool if the Young Bucks beat FTR for the titles and then take them to Mexico with them. Please, thank you. Viva los Young Bucks. And also that kind of explains their little confrontation, not this past time, but the week before. We have not seen the Bucks in a hot minute. Like, they, you know, told Adam Cole, like, oh, we're not going to tag with you that 1 week. And then I think the week after is when they confronted FTR. And then this time, we hadn't seen them at all. So I don't know. I'm like, dudes, are they all right? Like,
I mean, they're probably just trying to handle everything backstage for, like...
There is a voided EVP. Who knows? Maybe, like, Matt or Nick are chief brand officer now. Who knows?
Who knows? Nobody knows. That's the problem.
But yeah, that's a rumor. So we might see, there's a chance we might see the Bucks take on FTR again for the titles. And again, I really hope they beat them for the titles. Would love to see that happen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see April 30th.
I think that's all I have. I guess the only other thing was not really news. I just saw it and I was like, whatever. Brandy Rhodes' little YouTube thing shot of Brandy's gonna be on TV, I think, or something like that. And I'm like,
oh yeah, I did see that.
I was like, okay. I'm like, I never watched it when it was on YouTube, or I didn't even watch it for her. I watched it for her guests, and I honestly think the same thing is gonna apply here because she's like, "Who do you want to see on Shut of Brandy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because those people are gonna be the reason why they watch." Like, exactly. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's I watched exactly, like, for like
Jericho, Darby, and Orange.
I watched for Mox and Orange specifically. I think there's a few other ones, but those were like the main two.
I only watched Jericho, my Fantastic Four, Jericho, Mox, Orange, and Darby. Those are the only ones I watched. And even then, I was just like, when Brandy was talking, I was trying to like skim through. I'm like, I'm not here to listen to you.
Yeah, like, so I mean, I guess we'll see what happens with her show and who she has on. Like,
first guest is gonna be Cody.
Probably.
Second guest is gonna be Dustin. And then third guest is going to be Cody's sister. And then fourth guest is going to be her mom. They're going to really milk how many family members they can get out of the way first. Because they need some sort of TV time that's not Roads to the Top since, you know, that shit's over because of, you know.
You know how they're, you know, not with AEW anymore?
Yeah. But anyway, that's all I had.
All right, cool. We'll just scoot along here. Today in women's wrestling history, it was Queens of Combat number 22 and 23. Now, I was just kind of just like scrolling through and seeing in this comment because there's a lot of names that like I know and like you may know. Renee Michelle, who is Drake Maverick's wife, for those who do not know.
Renee Michelle.
Kiera Hogan, Isla Dawn, Veda Scott, Layla Hirsch, Angel Rose, who is now Diamante, Faye Jackson, Jordan Grace, Willow Nightingale, Penelope Ford, Sue Young. There's a lot of notable names and big names. I believe I should have wrote it down. I think Sue Young was like the Queens of Combat champion, and then Penelope Ford and someone else were like the tag champions. But it was an all-women's promotion, so gotta give credit where credit's due. And it was 2 cards, so they all of those names had matches on both nights. So.
Dang, okay. Yeah. I was gonna say something, but oh, Kiera Hogan. I thought she had signed with AEW, or did she not? Oh,
she did.
I guess we've never seen her after like that one match on Dark.
She had like a few matches. Wow, it's almost like they don't use their women. Weird. It's almost like we just talked about this.
I know, right?
Crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so Kiera Hogan is still signed with AEW, to my knowledge. Last time I checked, so. I very well could be wrong at this
I was
point.
gonna say, I haven't heard that name in a long time, but I know people were like, come to AEW, and I'm like, well, I guess she is now in AEW.
Yeah, she did, and look what happened. No, she's not doing anything. Tell her to go back to Impact. At this point, because goddamn. Alright. Wrestlers of the week. You went first last week.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna start with the tag team. I got two. Winners of the Women's Dusty Cup, I'm going with Io Shirai and Kaylee Ray. Even though I'm actually very pissed that they're using their win to go against Mandy at Stand and Deliver now. So they basically, whoever wins the Women's Cup, you get a chance at the tag titles.
They ain't doing that.
No, they said, no, we're gonna fight Mandy, so now it's a fatal 4-way for the NXT Women's Championship, which is kind of bullshit because, like, this is the second time Cora Jade's one-on-one match has been changed to a multi-woman match. It's like, I don't know if they don't see something in Cora or they don't trust her, but, like, girls like...
Maybe I would hope this is the case. Because I think Cora Jade has grown a lot since her debut in the WWE or in NXT, I guess, which is part of WWE. But, I think maybe the only reason I could think, and I hope this is the case, is that they don't want to hurt Mandy Rose by having her shoulders get pinned to the mat. Maybe Cora Jade is going to win, but they just want to put the pin on someone else. They usually go that route. They usually add someone else if they don't want the champion to lose with their shoulders clean to the mat. It's usually the way they go. Same reason why, AJ Styles, when he lost his first U.S. title, they had Baron Corbin in the match, and then suddenly Ty Dillinger, who's now Shawn Spears, was like, oh, I beat Baron Corbin that one time, so I should be in the match too. And they're like, you know what, you're right, you should be in the match. And then AJ lost, but Ty Dillinger was the one who took the fall because they didn't want AJ to do it, which I guess fair enough, but just it was so last minute and weird. And I'm like, it's okay if you play your cards right. It's okay for someone to get their shoulders pinned to the mat. It's all right.
Yeah,
look at Adam Cole. Like, he's rebounded and he's coming back. A little scared, gonna be honest, but hey, he rebounded.
Yeah. So even though I hate what they're doing with their title opportunity, it was a great match. So I'm gonna give it to Io and Kaylee Ray, and I'm also gonna give it to Blackpool Combat Club, which is now their name. Jon Moxley and the American Dragon himself, Jake Long. I love them together. Like, that's a team I never expected. And
I hope they start getting recruits soon. Like, I want to see something like Nexus where it's like a big ass group of wrestlers. Like, not exactly like Nexus, but I want like a big group. Like, I want there to be a faction, or maybe like, I guess also like Bullet Club. Like, I want them to be a nice big faction of 5+ people.
Well, I mean, you gotta think, Wheeler Yuta's already gonna join. So that's the 3 already in the faction. They mentioned Lee Moriarty, so that'll be 4.
I can even see, like, Jay Lethal joining them. I know he doesn't need to, like, grow or develop, but, like, I guess to give him TV time.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like maybe Dante Martin will bring in Top Flight to bring in Dante and Darius.
I'm gonna say they can have a tag team. There we go. Like,
I mean, I think that would... Because they want to do, like, the younger talent... is what they've been saying, and, like, build them up, and I think that'd be smart, because you have the ground and pound with Mox and Brian, and then if you bring in Top Flight, you have the, quote, flippy shit, the very athletic, agile guys, and then Wheeler Yuta and Lee Moriarty can kind of do both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going
with
those.
I get you. I also have 2. One of them is the same as yours, and that is, I don't know the name. They only, like, said it once last night. But Brian Danielson and Moxley.
Blackpool Combat Club.
What's up, Matt? There's some Matt coming in. Blackpool Combat Club.
Blackpool. Like
Blackpool. Okay, I was like... I don't know, man. They've been kind of dropping... Maybe I just need to get used to it, but I'm like, I'm not feeling this name. Again, first you have Jericho Appreciation Society, and now you have Blackpool Combat Club. I think you could do a little better than that, but whatever. I digress. It's no House of Black, but it's okay. or Kings of the Black Throne. That's also cool. But anyways, this isn't here or there. They did a good job. I love Regal on commentary. He's just so badass. You gotta love William Regal. If you don't, get the hell out of here. I don't care about your opinions, because if you don't like William Regal, no. But yeah, they did a good job. They won their match. I hope that they could soon. I know they're gonna try and recruit younger talent, so they're probably gonna face younger talent to kind of like get them to recruit, kind of like again, like you said, what happened with Wheeler Yuta. But I also hope they face like some really good tag teams and put on banger matches where it's a little unpredictable of who's gonna win. Because if they face like all these younger talent, tag teams, it's kind of obvious. Oh yeah, they're just gonna win. I know they're good matches, but like I would like to see, maybe something against like FTR or, the Lucha Bros, or like, I guess technically it's Pac and Penta, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, I know.
Or like even the tag champs. Like, I would like to see them try and go for the tag titles, especially as they're racking up them wins. So, yeah. But my other tag team, I'm gonna have to go with the Hardys. Here, first of all, I know that their debut, like there were like, I guess the reunitement happened like, was it 2 weeks ago, I think?
2 weeks ago.
But here's the thing though, we got to see this tornado tag match, and it was so good to see Jeff Hardy be fucking Jeff Hardy. I know people were kind of pissed at Private Party for almost hurting Jeff, but I don't even, because like there was that table spot, the tables didn't break. I think like one of them did, but the other one like fell backwards. But I don't think that was Private Party's fault. I think it was the boxes underneath the tables that made them lift the table, and Jeff almost killing himself. But I'm like, you know what? That's what Jeff does best. And it was cool to see him work with Darby. So I'm like, I would want to see them work against each other, okay? Like, I know they're both faces, but like, give me Darby versus Jeff. Like, Jeff Hardy's someone I know Darby idolizes. So, like, just give me what I want.
I think it's just ironic that maybe one of the last times, I don't know exact timeline-wise, one of the last few times Sting and Jeff were in a ring together was the infamous incident in Impact, or TNA at the time, with the title. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically Jeff was zonked out of his mind. The match wasn't really a match. It was like 30 seconds. It was like this hyped up main event. Things did not go well. So every time I see Jeff and Sting in a ring together, I cringe, because I'm like,
you just think about the memories.
You can literally watch the entirety of that match on YouTube. Like,
yeah, it was like 30 seconds.
It was a very, very short match. So like, it's very cringy, very, very cringy. So
it was a Goldberg Brock Lesnar match. It was short.
I hate Bill.
Yeah, I know you do. But anyways, so yeah, it was good to see the Hardys back, and I know they've already teased like Bucks versus Hardys again, which I really want to see again. So please give me what I want. Quote Dave Bautista.
No, Dave.
So those are my tag teams.
Solid. We're just gonna go up the list here. I have one female, because again, there wasn't
much female action.
There wasn't a lot happening. Yeah. I'm going with Elektra Lopez. A snack. B, she won her match. C, it was okay. It was an okay match. Her and Fallon, I think is what they're calling her. Yeah, it was alright. Fallon's gear, super cute. It's just a little like pink tank top and jean shorts. It's super cute. Elektra Lopez is a fucking snack. And again, there wasn't a lot of women. I mean, I could have went with Rhea. I could go with Rhea every fucking day. But I'm trying to spread the love here, so I'm gonna go Elektra Lopez.
Okay, so again, because there was not that much, many females in the ring this past week, it was kind of hard to choose. But because of that, I decided, instead of making them my tag team of the week, because I already had two, I decided just to make both women my pick for women's. And that is Io Shirai and Kaylee Ray for winning the Dusty Classic. I know obviously the direction they're taking this, not my favorite, but the fact is it was a good match and they still won. So congrats to them. And you gotta love Io Shirai. She's just a badass. She's amazing. So
better moonsault than Charlotte. I mean, the list of people who can do a better moonsault than Charlotte is just through the fucking roof, bro.
For real. But yeah, so those are my women's the week.
I also gotta say, using a pillow to block a 619, very fucking clever by Wendy Chu.
That was.
Bravo. I do kind of hate that the only woman, like, legit women's tag team you have in NXT, Team Ninja, whatever you want to call them, you didn't have them win. You had, like, a makeshift tag team win. So, like, that kind of, like...
And they're not even going for the tag titles.
Yeah, now they're not even going for the... It's just so irritating.
Disappointing.
But it's fine. Alright, I have 3 manses. One, Kevin Owens. This menace to society. The glass, like, dressing up as Stone Cold, which...
Dude, it was pretty spot on. I was like, wow. I had to do a double take. I was like, wait, is it actually... I'm like, if you were, like, drunk or something, you probably would have thought, oh, shit, Stone Cold is here.
Well, I mean, yeah, he popped the crowd with the music, and then he comes out. So I saw people who were, like, at the show, they're like, I literally couldn't tell it was Kevin at first. Like...
You were like,
especially if you're high up, like, how are you supposed to tell?
You're like, oh, you're probably marking out, and a lot of people, like, below you're like, you know?
There's like, that's fucking awkward. But, like, also his knee brace kept falling off, which I thought was funny. But then he popped the crowd again by having the music play, acting like Stone Cold was coming out, which was just rude, because that got me, so I'm a little offended.
Dude. But I was like, he almost had him.
Kevin's putting so much work into this feud. It's basically all Kevin right now.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I've never seen, like, such a one-sided feud done so, like, phenomenally. Like, he, like, is managing to build up this possible, like, it may not even be a match. It may just be, like, an exhibition match, or it may just be, like, a, you know, like, just a beatdown. It may not very well be a match, but the fact is, Kevin Owens is building this up on his own, and he's doing it, like, fantastically.
What I think is gonna happen is KO show happens, Stone Cold obviously is there, Kevin says some more disrespectful shit, Steve gets fed up, and then we're either just gonna get a Luthez press and then a stunner, or just a stunner and then Stone Cold, like, getting in his face doing that like he usually does, which is, my brother and I used to do that all the time to each other.
And then drinks a bunch of beer.
Which, literally, that man can catch a beer from how far away? Shout out to the guy who threw Stone Cold his beer all those years. Shout out.
He's a good thrower. I'm like, dude, some NFL teams need you, bruh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, damn. I saw that post not long ago about who it was, and I can't remember. But, so, shout out to that guy. Shout out to Kevin Owens. I also have Solo Sikoa. Shout out to Baby Uso. He won his match, qualified for the North American title ladder match at Stand and Deliver. Very excited. That's going to be a great match because you have Mello, you have Santos Escobar, you have Solo Sikoa, you have Grayson Waller, and then next week we have a triple threat to see who's going to be that final spot between Roddy, A-Kid, and Cameron Grimes. So out of those 3, that's also going to be fantastic. So I'm excited to see who joins said ladder match. But Solo Sikoa, banger match. He won it. Shout out. Ow. I'm also going to go with Adam Cole. Baby.
Oh, there you go. At the same time.
Renewed, I guess kind of renewed, rivalry with Jay Lethal from Ring of Honor. He didn't shave him this time.
Another banger match.
But, banger match. I hate that. I knew Red Dragon was going to come out, but I digress. It was great. Adam Cole's great. He's going to be the next AEW World Champion. I cannot wait. Adam Cole, Bay champion.
We're just gonna have to wait and see Katie.
Savannah. That man's.
I hate to break it to you, Katie, but I honestly think it's gonna be someone else, and you're not gonna like who I'm gonna say it's gonna be.
It's not gonna be Max. Shut up.
It is gonna be Max.
Hell no, it is not gonna be Max. As of right now, I do not think it's gonna be Max. He's got shit with Wardlow right now. He put Wardlow on ice, which is disrespectful.
So I guess the only way I see this going, I'm a little worried again, is this is the second time around. However, I think, here's the thing though. This is why. This is the only reason why. This is nothing to do like, you know, with pissing you off or like because I want Hangman to win. This is what I honestly think is gonna happen. No matter where it is, next time they face each other for the title, Bucks are turning on Adam Cole. They're fed up. They're done with him, and I think they're gonna cost him the match. And then they'll have like little something go on there. And I think during that same time, with this whole mix-up with Adam Cole and Hangman, Wardlow and MJF are gonna have their little feud, and then in the future, Hangman and MJF are gonna face off. And I hate to say it, but I think he might beat Hangman for the title. I don't know. I think they've been trying to leave again. I think they were trying to wait for the quote right time for MJF to get the title, and I think maybe as he's wrestling a little more often than he used to, just a little, I think they're probably going to give him the title. But we'll just have to wait and see. So
I
maybe
guess we'll see it.
I would. Can I say something that'll make you feel better at least?
Sure.
I would much rather have Adam Cole beat Hangman than MJF. I know I'm starting to like him, but I know I'm liking MJF right now, but I would much rather have Adam Cole. Because at least I like Adam Cole. I just give him a tough time because he's just feuding with Hangman. That's all. You know, before then I was like, oh yeah, I love Adam Cole. But then when he started feuding with Hangman, of course, I started giving him shit. I was like, okay, budge. And I was like, you know, when I started posting clips of the last time they faced off, well, before Revolution, of course, I was like, oh, look, you see what happened last time. But yeah, that's just me. But okay.
So Kevin, Solo, Adam Cole, baby.
Okay, I have 3 also. I'm gonna go with our entire main event for Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins and AJ Styles fucking killed it in the main event. Mm-hmm. There were times where I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but I don't know, the referee's hand just got a little too close to the mat for comfort. I thought Seth had AJ a few times. I'm like, what? I was kind of like at the edge of my seat. I was like, what the hell? I was so invested in that match. Seth and AJ, you know, they're 2 people who can make anyone look good in the ring. So imagine combining 2 of those kind of people together in a ring. Mwah, magic.
Yep.
And I really wish there was no reason to end the match in disqualification. Like, AJ could have beat Seth clean. I think it would have given Seth, like, even like a roll-up victory, I think it would have given Seth a bigger reason to be, like, pissed off, you know, because he actually lost. But I feel like, you know, maybe because Edge does have a history with Seth, maybe that kind of makes sense. But I feel like now there's something there when there shouldn't have to be something there.
Yeah.
And I hope that doesn't, like, again, because, you know, there's the whole Cody Rhodes thing, so maybe I'm wrong. But I hope that this doesn't end up, like, reigniting the feud of Edge and Seth Rollins by having Rollins cost Edge at Mania. I don't want any interruptions in that match, and I feel like that was a possible interruption that was just made on Monday Night Raw with Edge costing Rollins the match. I want that match to be clean as a whistle. Like, no turnbuckles being, you know, someone being thrown into the turnbuckle, like
I
the corner
I don't
the
think
this
is a match that people have been wanting and waiting for.
Especially
so
me.
I don't think they're gonna pull some stupid shenanigans like that.
Clean as a whistle, no DQ, no count out victory, no, you know, someone, you know, knocked the ref over, someone's distracting the ref. Like, cleanest wrestling match you've seen in years, okay? Like, that's the kind of match I want from Edge versus Styles. So I just hope that just didn't create a distraction for that match. But still, they killed it. And again, I would love to see a clean victory, but still they killed it, and I love both of them. This isn't my pick, but I'm gonna just throw a couple flowers out to Hangman and Kenny because they both won AEW awards. It was so good to see Kenny. I actually cried a little because it was the first time I actually saw Kenny like on a screen since Full Gear. Because I said this on Twitter. If you guys didn't see on Twitter, I made this whole little thing because I listened to Battle Cry for the first time since Full Gear, and because I didn't watch the Revolution buy-in, so I didn't see what Don Callis did. I was just told about it.
Oh yeah.
I had literally not heard Battle Cry since Full Gear, and I was at the gym, and it was the first time I heard it, and I was like, you know what? Let me just let it play, and I started crying in the gym, and people were kind of staring, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave, so I left early, and I was just like, wow, like I guess I don't know, it just took me, I don't know why I just started crying because again, I miss Kenny so much. It was so good to see him, and I have not watched a single match of his. I know some people are going back to watch to reminisce, the good days with Kenny, but I just can't find myself to do it because I know I'm gonna get sad, especially knowing what he's gone through, pushing through. It just hurts. So I'm like, I'm not gonna watch. I can't find myself to do it. Sorry, Kenny, but seeing him yesterday accepting his award, he looked so refreshed. He looked rested. And I'm like, oh my God, like, it was just really good to see him. So I have to throw him some flowers. And I have to give Hangman some flowers because for a couple of reasons. One, he could say anything and I'll love it. He was like, he thought he got an award for getting his ass kicked so hard. He's like, I got my ass beat so hard that I won an award. And he was pretty optimistic about it. But then he's like, oh, no, I won this award because I beat Bryan Daniels' ass so hard. And he's just so hilarious. I love Hangman, okay? And he was wearing jorts, Katie. The man was in jorts.
I saw the
like,
jorts.
wow. I was marking out over them jorts. I'm like, Hangman, how much do I have to pay for you to because again, this was like before Dynamite, and then during Dynamite he came out, he was wearing his jeans. I'm like,
yeah.
The things I would have done for him to come out with those jorts, I'm like, God damn, but he looks phenomenal. Just gotta go give him the flowers for that. But just not my picks, but gotta throw flowers. So my last pick is, believe it or not, I know I just gave him shit, but Adam Cole, because he had a hell of a match. Forgive me. He had a hell of a match against Jay Lethal. If you have not seen the other match, I believe that he's had with Jay Lethal, they're really good. They are phenomenal. They're classics, and they just kind of gave everyone a taste of what they had done in the past, and it was super good. Mm-hmm. Of course, Adam Cole won. Again, I wish there was no interference from Red Dragon to Adam Cole is one of those heels who doesn't need distractions. Like, he's that good. He doesn't need to have people interfering on the outside. He can be the heel that is so good that you can't help but get pissed at him because, he doesn't need the outside interference to win. Like, he could be that heel. Yeah. He's just that good. But no, he has to have them wandering around with him, which I guess whatever. They got to be on TV somehow, so that's how they got to do it. Fine, let them be like the little puppies with Adam Cole. Whatever. But yeah, he did win, and it was a good match. I was like, and I was really into it. I was like, boom, when he won. I was like, that's right. So that's the baby. The shit I give him is all in good fun. It just happens to be he's feuding with my favorite Adam, so gotta give him a little bit of a hard time, calling him Budge and putting clips of their last match. So I just had to. But yeah,
it's okay. It's okay. Adam Cole will win the title soon, so it's okay. So it's fine.
Like Adam or Adam? Who's gonna win, Adam or Adam?
Adam Cole. Let me specify which one.
Son of Michael Cole. I can't believe
yes, exactly.
People were saying that. Oh my God, is Adam Cole gonna debut on before? Obviously, the AEW rumors are like Adam Cole's gonna debut on the main roster as Michael Cole's son. I'm like, please no, please don't do that to the poor guy. Surprised. I'm like, please don't do that to the poor man.
What are you talking about? He was gonna be the manager of Keith Lee. Come on.
Oh my God, I know.
All right, are you ready for the question of the week?
Yes.
Now, as you may recall, a few weeks ago, I don't remember how long ago it was, we did wrestlers as the Avengers.
Yes.
Do you recall?
Yes, I do recall.
So, I thought, since we're all about equality here, why don't we do wrestlers as the Justice League? The original 7 of the Justice League. I might take out one
I don't do DC, so you're gonna have to remind me of who those are. It's like
okay.
Aquaman,
I got a list.
Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Flash. That's like 5. I think those are the only 5 I remember.
The original iteration of the Justice League that first appeared in the comics, that's what I'm going off of. So Batman, my favorite superhero. Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Green Lantern, the Flash.
I thought he was in there.
And Martin Manhunter, but I might take him out because not a lot of people know about Martin Manhunter.
Yeah, we could take him out.
We're going to take him out, so we're just going to do 6. Let me just cross out. I was going to anyways, but I just wanted to double check. Yeah, so we can do it one of 2 ways. We can do it how we did the last one, where it's like all WWE, all AEW, or we can just say who we think for
I think free for all.
Free for all?
Like anyone.
Right. Cool. Go.
Okay, I'm gonna have to write this down because again, I'm already starting to forget who's. And so it's like Batman, Wonder Woman,
Superman,
Green Lantern, Superman, Flash, Aquaman.
That's it.
Oh, I think I got all of them.
Yeah, it's 6.
Okay, that is 6. Okay.
Yeah, because, you know, we all about that equality here. So I thought, and well, because, like, next week we can do stuff about Mania, because Mania's next week. So I was just like, I need something for this week. And I was like, oh yeah, I literally love Batman. We'll do something about Justice League. And because I was watching part of the Justice League movie the other day. It was on TV. So, do you want to, like, pick one and then we'll try and figure one out for each, or like you're just gonna start saying who you think?
I feel like it's harder for like this one for me because again I don't know, like, I mean, I don't know DC as well as I know Marvel, so I feel like I can't really like, you know, I know, like, you know, for example, with the Avengers, I know, like, you know, Thor's mannerisms, his personality. Same with, like, Captain America. Captain America's, like, you know, a sweetheart. He's a, you know, he's a hero. He's, like, he's the captain, you know, he's the leader. He's the, you know, kind of like the goody two-shoes, you know?
So, in this realm, that would be Superman, obviously.
Yeah, I kind of assume so. I feel like Batman's gotten, like, Iron Man.
Edgy. The edgy emo boy.
Billionaire.
Boy man. Depending on what version of the movie you watch. Wonder Woman, badass female, obviously. Aquaman, I'm literally just saying Roman Reigns because
he looks like him.
He looks like Jason Momoa. So I'm saying Roman for my pick for Aquaman because it's just too spot on. Green Lantern's kind of just like, I'd probably equate him to the Hawkeye of the Avengers. Like, I know, like, and I love Hawkeye, but like not as talked about, kind of looked down upon, kind of just there.
Underrated, maybe.
Underrated, yeah.
Underappreciated, maybe more.
Underappreciated. Like, I mean, that ring can do a lot. Like, there's a lot of different variations of Green Lantern. And then the Flash, I would probably say, I'd probably equate him to like a Thor, maybe. Because electricity, you know, God of Thunder, Flash can go really fucking fast. And he's got lightning bolts.
That's Quicksilver in Marvel.
He's basically Quicksilver. We'll just say like that.
Quicksilver.
Yeah, so I'm saying 100% Aquaman is Roman. Or Roman is Aquaman.
Yeah, that's it's kind of
there. It's just there. God, they look so much alike.
There was so many Aquaman memes. It was funny.
And plus, Edge said it like last week. He called Roman an Aquaman cosplayer, and I was like, Jesus, not wrong, but like,
you're like, ouch.
I was like, God damn. But like, Jason Momoa and Roman look so much alike.
Yeah.
Doppelgangers right
this
there.
This is gonna be hard. Okay, well, that's okay. Hold on, I wonder if I have my Avengers ones. I can.
If you don't, I have them still. Do you need yours? Because I still have them.
Yeah, probably. I can't find them.
So, let's see. You said Captain America, you said Edge or Kenny. Iron Man, you said Randy or MJF. Thor, you said Drew or Hangman. Hulk, you said Priest or Preston Vance. Hawkeye, you said AJ or Matt Jackson. And then Black Widow, you said Candace or... What did I even... Oh, Britt. I was just... It looked like...
Okay, well, I think I already have Wonder Woman, because that was... I have Wonder Woman already.
Okay.
Okay, do I just say it? Or... Bianca Belair. She is the one who could do it all, and she's badass. Strong as fuck. You know... Both got amazing hair, so she... If I couldn't put her as Black Widow, she will definitely be Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I feel like That's a solid choice. So we are agreeing that Bianca is Wonder Woman and Roman is Aquaman.
Yes.
Look at that.
So
we're doing great.
I was gonna say. So I was thinking Batman. Like, should we do someone like emo, or should we do someone like, you know? Because I already have one person in mind, and I'm pretty sure you can guess who I'm talking about.
Malachi.
Yeah. Well, he was one of them. One of two.
When I thought of this earlier, I thought Malachi.
Malachi or Darby Allin. But I think Malachi is more, I think Darby is a little different. I feel like he's more hardcore. I think Malachi fits like the dark, you know, he is emo kind of thing. And he even he has, you know, like, especially in the recent Batman movie with the black eye paint, you know, Malachi already has that too. So I think you wanna agree that Malachi Black is.
I 1000% agree with that.
Because
that's like the only one I was like thinking about earlier when I thought about this question. I was like, oh my god, Malachi.
Yeah.
I can be dark and brooding too. Literally.
You know, let me join the House of Black, like just right here in the alley. I'll even open it for you.
Please.
I'll do the Tetsuya Naito pose.
I'll literally I'll pay. Like, you don't even have to like mist me. I'll literally pay to join the House of Black. I'll give you my soul. You want that? It's kind of damaged.
I'll sell you my soul. It's kind of worthless, but I mean, it's something. You can mist me in the eyes, and Buddy Matthews can give me a knee right to the face. That's okay.
I'd be okay with that.
All right.
So we still have Superman, Green Lantern, and Flash.
Superman.
I feel like Superman, you can still go like John Cena.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. It's got to be someone like, you know.
Yeah.
Super.
Like, Superman was like the superhero for the longest time.
And that's how John Cena was in the ring. He was the face. He was the baby face.
Exactly.
So you gotta do John Cena.
Are we agreeing on John Cena, or do you want to pick something different?
No, I agree.
Okay. So Cena. So we just need a Green Lantern and a Flash. Gotta go fast.
Flash. Trying to think who's fast. Kind of hard though, because you don't really run in the in wrestling. I'm trying to think. It's hard to.
I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to say Rollins as Flash.
I think Rollins had to be there in some way. So if you put him as Flash, I would be okay with it. I don't think he's a Green Lantern because I don't think he's underrated or underappreciated or looked down on or
I really
forgotten.
just think like every time Rollins has a match, the amount of topes he does, how fast he can get up on that turnbuckle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's all that kept going in my head every time I said Flash. I was like Rollins.
And he's a fast dude, so
he's a fast man. All right, so
I'm down with putting Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins.
All right, and now we just need a Green Lantern. Ow. Just pull my headphone out.
So, for Hawkeye, because again, kind of the underrated one, the underappreciated one, one of my picks was Matt Jackson. So maybe for Green Lantern, we should do Nick Jackson. I think he is, honestly, again, I'm Team Matt for life, okay? Matt, oh wait, that's Nick. Matt, I love you, man, but I'm going to just say Nick has so much potential to be a singles wrestler because he like the single matches we've seen like with Danielson on Rampage and stuff, like I know during the pandemic era or right before the pandemic era, like Nick had a singles match. I forgot why he just did. It was really good. So I could kind of see it, but of course I feel like he will always kind of be, you know, back to being looked down on and stuff. I think the reason why that applies to him is because he is in a tag team, you know, he's a tag wrestler. It was not like Kenny and Hangman where they were two singles wrestlers brought together into a tag team. Like, no, like he worked with his brother. He will forever be like a tag team wrestler unless they let him like spread his wings and high fly off the top rope.
High fly. Topaz.
I don't know. That's just my thought. But
I mean, it's a good pick.
Or maybe not. Finn Balor isn't looked down on. I just think he's underutilized. So that's why I could kind of see that.
I was kind of thinking Finn.
Oh, we can do Finn, especially since we both thought of it.
There we go.
I was gonna say he's underutilized, underappreciated. I feel like, you know, I thought bringing him back to the main roster they would do something with him. They have not. I
mean, he's champ right now, and like his matches with Priest have been bangers, but it took a while.
It took them long. I'm gonna say it took them long enough to do that. So, but still, Finn Balor, I'm cool with.
Cool. So we agreed on the following as the Justice League. Batman is Malachi Black. Superman is John Cena. Wonder Woman is Bianca Belair, soon to be Raw Women's Champion. Aquaman is Roman Reigns because Jesus Christ.
Obviously.
For obvious reasons.
Who would not pick Roman Reigns?
Green Lantern is Finn Balor. And the Flash is Seth freaking Rollins.
I think we built a pretty good team.
I feel like that's a pretty good Justice League right there.
I'm gonna say.
Everyone brings their own thing. It's a good mash. I like this team.
And like with Bianca, her hair could be the lasso of truth.
There you fucking go. See, there we go. All right. Well, yeah. This is been ShElite Showcase this week. Savannah, tell the people what you're doing, where you've been, where they can find you. You know the gist.
So where I've been, as of recently, if you have not seen the Revolution Spit or Swallow that we did with Vince of Smackin' It Raw, you could go check that out. It was really fun to do. Hashtag Hangman's Assless Chaps, which now need to turn into hashtag Hangman's Jorts, because holy shit, I'm not letting the jorts go, okay? Like, so, no offense, Katie, but John Cena, who, like, Hangman, those jorts were hugging his thighs.
Yeah, John didn't wear them that tight.
Yeah, I know.
For reasons.
But they were. I feel like I've had those same jorts at one point. Okay, but they were like considered capris.
I know a lot of girls who have had jorts like
I was gonna say. I don't know, like, are those Amandas or something at them? But
that could be.
But I'm just saying they look great on him. But anyways, we did that for Revolution, and this past weekend we did Bammer Slammer. We talked about, for Women's History Month, we talked about our top 10 favorite women's wrestlers of all time and some honorable mentions. It was a lot of fun also to talk about, you know, all our favorite women in the wrestling world. So that's what we've done recently, because I've been there, but also was Katie. Okay. You can find me at Y2Garcia with an underscore on Twitter and Instagram. If there's no underscore, it's not me. That mistake has been made. So if you want to find me, don't make that mistake. And if you want to check out the New Japan Takeover, I have 2 episodes up, but we are recording a 3rd episode tomorrow. As of recording, the next day of recording, we are making a new episode, hoping to have it up by early next week. So like maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, but yeah. So we're gonna record that tomorrow. It's gonna be pretty fun. I know I haven't done the last recap. It's spoiler, it's not a recap, but I know it's kind of hard. I'm trying to do like very big events. I know the New Japan Cup is a big event, but I feel like I would have to do probably like a weekly show to kind of catch up everyone with what's going on, and I just don't have time to do that. So I'm just gonna wait till the next pay-per-view, which I believe the next big pay-per-view is Dontaku in May. I could be wrong. I might be thinking of, but that's probably the next actual recap I will be doing. But we're gonna do something pretty fun tomorrow, so I hope you guys will enjoy that when it comes out, because I'm definitely gonna have fun recording it with my friend Daniel from Ireland.
Shout out to Daniel. Yeah, just let me know when you record it and upload it and everything, and then I'll put in the drive. I'll upload it. So because if anything, I'll have it up Sunday. So, ow. Oh yeah. So now it's my turn. You can follow me on Twitter at KatieWrestling13. Linktree in my bio to take you all things ShElite Showcase. Twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. You're right, it's May. Oh, Jesus Christ. Justin threw me off. Hi, Justin.
Where have you been?
Yeah, I know. The show's over.
Let's say you missed talking about Hangman's jorts.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. We go live Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern. We have a YouTube channel. Go check that out. Go subscribe if you want to see our lovely faces whilst we talk. If you don't want to see our lovely faces whilst we talk, you can go to Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or Apple Podcasts to listen to our lovely voices. Let's see. ShElite Showcase. That is our weekly recap show for those who do not know. Every week we have one of these out. Inside the Mind of, the interview series I do with other podcasters. There's about 13 of them out. I need to contact more people to do them, but people who have been on the show before, people whose shows we've been on, their interviews are in there. Go check them out. They're very entertaining. I also have a collab show that I do called In the Crowd, and the most recent episode of that was last week. That dropped. It's with Young Kings Wrestling. Shout out to Rick and TC. It was good to talk to them again. It's been a while. We did a Know Your Co-Host game. I will not tell you who won. Did Reek dethrone the True Viking? I don't know. You're gonna have to watch the episode and find out. And then, like Savannah said, she has a New Japan Takeover. Check that out if you like all things New Japan and things like that. That's not my cup of tea. That's Savannah's cup of tea. That is her show. That is her baby. I give her full creative control over that.
Have all the freedom.
I don't know shit about it. You know what I'm saying? What else? What have I been on? Yeah, you said Bammer Slammer. We did the Revolution Spitter Swallow. I just did a straight talk with Vicente, Vince, for those who don't know. Matt from Smack and Raw. Apron Bump, shout out to Pretty Kyle. And Justin from Get Yo. We did a March Madness bracket of best factions, just overall. It was a chaotic time. There's a lot of things happening. That should be out soon, if it's not out already, by the time this gets uploaded. What else have I been on? I feel like I've been on more. Hold on. My brain is not cooperating anymore. I feel like I've done a Smack and Raw recently. You can go check those out. I'm always on there. Just we're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys again so much for watching and listening. I see your comments over there, Savannah. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, listening, all of that fun jazz. We really appreciate it. We're trying to just crank out good content for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy it, like, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. This is my brainchild, so I actually hope people like it and appreciate it. We always take... We take feedback. Please tell me what I'm doing wrong, what you would like to see. We need to know.
The answer is nothing. You're doing everything right.
That is some bullshit. But I digress. Yeah, so thank you guys again. I said it like 4 times already. We'll see you next week when we talk about Mania things, because Mania is next week.
It's around the corner.
I'm also missing the first night of Mania, which is...
Wow.
I'm going to a wedding.
Oh, wow. You can't watch it at the wedding.
I'm pissed. I didn't realize I'm a +1, and I didn't realize it was that day. She asked me so long ago to come with her, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, April 2nd, I was like, oh no. So I'm literally missing Stand and Deliver and basically the majority of the first night of Mania.
Dang.
So RIP to me. But yeah, thanks again, guys. We'll see you next week, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern on the Twitch. Y'all know what to do. Okay, bye-bye.